I have to say, I have a lot of salty moments, but most of it, has to do with me getting ninth place at Evo. I'm a ninth place finisher, really consistent one. I know you're the fourth, it's really not so bad. I get one stage to top it all the time. One of the most significant one I think is Evo 2014. I was fighting Snake Eyes, and he did a green hand to kill me. If you know what I'm talking about, you're old enough.
Oh yeah.
In 0 second, I had more than 60% lead over him. In 7 seconds, I lost, and that was the match point. I feel that at that moment, I still remember it. Is I try to guess with him at that moment of what he's trying to do. But because of the time that is left, if I just use my knowledge of what Zangief can do, I would have won no matter how I think during that situation. But I choose to try to guess correctly, and end up, I couldn't be the better guesser, and that makes me lost the round, and so for that particular moment, it makes me learn that I should always trust in my knowledge rather than the instinct during that moment. But for other moments, sometimes I prefer to choose to believe in my instinct.
I did come to the conclusion of what the saltiest moment was, actually.
Okay.
It was when I lost an online tournament to another Honda player, Jewel Man, and everybody gave me, can I use language here? Okay, everybody gave me shit. I would get message, ha ha ha, from Flo, from Marn, like all these people were just saying you suck. So I bought a plane ticket to go to a Texas tournament to fight him offline, and I won first place there. He got second place. That's the saltiest I've been. Oh, gee, oh my God.
For me, it's really important that the salt should not be towards the other player. Like the salt should always be about yourself, not doing something perfectly, doing bad studies to your opponent, not preparing enough, That's how you should really approach the salt. And until today, I've never been able to do it. It's always about my opponent. I'm always thinking why the hell do we do that? It's so lucky, So the real idea of salt and how to deal with it is usually the opposite. So when you get to the level, and you know that is how it's gonna be. So if you are still feeling salty, not about your own gameplay, don't be sad because I play over 26 years of fighting game. I'm the same as you. We are still learning. A lot of times, salt is not what you can control.
Yes.
Because you can say that you're not salty.
Yes.
All the opponent needs to say is, I don't really play this game.
Oh God.
All he needs to say is, I don't really play this game.
Yes.
After beating you,
yes,
he can add on 10 times the amount of salt that's supposed to be inflicted.
Yes.
He can add a lot more.
Yes. Honestly, I think salt is only a problem if it becomes physical. I think if any time it becomes physical, like you really want to put hands on somebody because you lost, that's not salt. That's just being a bitch. Straight up. That's what that comes down to.
Yeah.
I think all other forms of salt are okay, but I personally don't think it should ever, that's crossing the line,
How about stick tossing?
That's totally acceptable. That's fair play. Please toss your sticks. You gotta slam the table, break your hand, that's all accepted. As long as it's not, put, like you said, you don't take the salt on the other player. You have to take accountability. Salt is a very relatable feeling. Everybody gets salty in whatever it is they do in life. Fortunately, all of us are connected through the game. So when we get salty, everybody knows. Everybody's been there. I've won tournaments before, right?
Yeah, I know.
I have won tournaments before, guys. One of the more recent ones that I won, and again, I'm not trying to advocate this behavior. I had a whiskey and Coke before every match. It was for Guilty Gear. And my only thought was not to win the tournament, but have fun every match. And I kept playing until they said, oh, you won the tournament. I would just say to embrace your salt. And the fact that you're feeling so down right now at this point, and you might be feeling defeated, you might be thinking about quitting this game, sit on it for a day and play tomorrow, and I promise you, you will play so much better.
I would tell the salty guy, that whatever your behavior is, be it salt or rage, it's gonna affect other players. But most of the people, when I told them that, they tend to control their salt better. They're forced to control because they don't want to look bad, as a human. And in that way, they slowly improve, but they start to learn how to control something, which they never ever do. So it's the fact that it's a chain effect that eventually I realized it works very good and it became very healthy for the whole community.
You know, it's like you're basically processing the salt to become a better person, right? You're not letting that, you're not acting on emotions right away. So, you know, it's building character.